Okay, open your figures project, open your square class. Okay, and observe your square class. Observe your square class for a situation or a code where you feel like maybe it is a constructor. In your square class, observe a part of code which looks like the syntax that we have just seen. Public square, you see this one right now, public square with parenthesis or curve brackets open close, and it is having its own flower brackets. What is written inside, we will discuss that later, but for now just observe this part. This is the constructor, right? This is constructor. Fine, that is good observation. Now let us go back to the main window. When we right click on this square class, okay, when we right click on square class, there also you see the same thing, new followed by square followed by brackets, right? Observe. Okay, so this is also square constructor. Okay, this is also square constructor. Clear now? Okay, the same thing that we have written in the code also. So when we write square constructor, when we are writing this type of a statement, square 1 is equal to new square, we are actually writing this a constructor. Now something that we have not particularly discussed before, let me now generalize it. Okay, what is the general format of writing a object creation statement? General format is class name, variable name, or let us call it as instance name, because we have been calling it as instance so far. Instance name equal to new constructor. Constructor parenthesis or curve brackets, and here values for parameters. Okay, this is the general format of writing a object creation statement right now. Now if I'm writing values for parameters as the general format, then let us also see one more example of rectangle. Okay, so suppose that I am writing rectangle object creation statement which is making use of rectangle constructor which takes parameters. Okay, that we have, the example that we have seen earlier was this one. Okay, rectangle with 20, 30, 40, 60, right? So let us do the same thing. Okay, then what I am saying is these are values for parameters. Okay, these are values for parameters. In technical terms, these are also called as arguments. Okay, these values are also called as arguments. Clear on that part, everyone? Understood? Okay, so let us observe this particular constructor in our rectangles project rectangle class. Okay, now go to your rectangles project and open rectangle class and observe this particular constructor in that class. Let us do that. This is my rectangles project. I'm opening my rectangle class. Okay, see in this rectangle class, okay, you see that there is one constructor. Rectangle class is having one constructor which is not taking parameters, the one that we have seen previously. Okay, and also it is having another constructor, okay, which is taking parameters, right? And Again here the same syntax, public space class name. Okay, there is no return type. Then parameter types with their respective parameter names. Parameter type, parameter name, parameter type, parameter name, and so on. We know that parameters are what? Pairs, right? Now, okay, fine. We will discuss the internal part later. Ignore that for now. Okay, only focus on the header of the constructor. Okay, the same thing we can see when we are trying to create rectangle object also. See this one. Okay, the same thing we can see when we are writing a statement also. Okay, this part is that. Okay, but here instead of supplying the parameter names, we are writing what? We are writing values for those parameters. Clear? Understood so far? Okay, that's it for now. Let's take a break.